The next long-term cause that we're going to look at, which is the final long-term cause, are the issues that happened in the country of Bulgaria in the late 19th century. First of all, you have to know where Bulgaria is. It sits north of Turkey and north of Greece in the southeastern portion of Europe. By the late 19th century, Bulgaria was considered a hot spot for several reasons. Number one, it was an area that had been loosely governed by the Ottoman Empire, which was already on the decline. Number two, this particular area, Bulgaria, was made up of a lot of independent groups of people and states. Each of these groups of people and states had different desires for their people. Some wanted religious toleration, some wanted self-government, some wanted different territories recognized for their groups. And also, this was an area that was manipulated by some of the more established powers of Europe, particularly Germany. The various nationalist groups, combined with the fact that it was very poorly governed by the Ottoman Empire, led to full-scale rebellion and war by the 1870s. And due to this, other European powers such as Germany sought to step in their influence and gain what they could for their countries. Otto von Bismarck, who we've already discussed with his secretive webs of alliances that he had created, basically made the situation in Bulgaria backfire for Germany, because this area was monitored by Russia, Austria-Hungary, and Germany, and Bismarck had made alliances in and between all of these countries. Finally, in 1877 to 1878, there was a full-scale war between Russia and Turkey over Bulgaria's future. In the end, that war was settled with a treaty that favored Russia and basically left Turkey, which was the seat of the Ottoman Empire, on the losing end of the stick. This produced a lot of different things: power struggles, distrust, suspicion, and all of the diplomacy that had been set up by Bismarck basically went down the drain. From this point on, there were differences that could not be resolved between two major countries, Austria-Hungary and Russia, and because of this, Germany had to figure out how to be the broker in all of this to get the best end of the deal for their country. Germany ended up siding with Austria-Hungary in this issue, which resulted in very bad feelings among the Russians, and also resulted in more alliances growing, which we discussed in the previous video. The Bulgaria issue, along with the two alliance blocs that had been set up in Europe, basically encouraged European countries to now go from an aggressive point of view in their foreign policy rather than a foreign policy that tried to work things out with other countries diplomatically. The Triple Alliance and the Triple Entente were at odds over the future of Bulgaria and the entire southeastern region of Europe called the Balkans. In fact, this location, the Balkans, was going to be the location where the spark for war started in 1914.